Hello everyone, welcome to CBS Institute, welcome to current affairs session. Today I have picked up recent important current affairs. These are important from upcoming exams point of view. Okay, watch the video completely and prepare your own notes. Okay, see, the country Kosovo got new president. Okay, got new president, that too female president. Her name is here Josa, V is silent here, Josa Osmani Sandriu. So name seems to be a different one because it is not familiar with us. Okay, so the country Kosovo got new president. Her name is Josa Osmani Sandriu. Okay, so this is her image. Okay, so she is the new president of the country Kosovo. So this becomes important from the elections point of view and also appointments point of view. Okay, so before her the president was Hashim Thaci. So this is the name of the previous president of the country Kosovo. See, whenever country comes into news, we have to know 2 points. One is capital city and another is currency. So here Kosovo capital city is Pristina and the currency is euro. See, questions can be asked like this. Josa Osmani Sandriu has been elected as the new president of which of the following countries? This could be a question in our exam. So her name is, okay, so this is name. The country Kosovo becomes the answer. Okay, so without giving any relation, we can expect a question from capital city point of view as well. Pristina is the capital city of which of the following countries? Could be a question in our exam, that is Kosovo. Kosovo's capital city is, could also be a question, this is Pristina. Kosovo currency is euro. Okay, so before her the president name was Hashim Thaci. So this is the news important from upcoming exams point of view. We can take it under the appointments and elections. Okay, so these are the important points. Please prepare your own notes here. Okay, now let's take up the next one. Here a Japanese scientist, Japanese physicist Osamu Akasaki. Also this name seems to be a different one, Osamu Akasaki. So he has passed away recently. See, this comes under obituary. Okay, if any famous person passes away, then there could be a question in our exam. Okay, so Osamu Akasaki passed away recently. So he is a famous person, he is a famous Japanese scientist. Okay, so in the year 2014, three physicists were honored with the Nobel Prize in the field of physics. So one of the physicists was Osamu Akasaki. See, these scientists were honored with the Nobel Prize in the physics in the year 2014 for their invention of world's first efficient blue light emitted diode bulb, that is LED bulb. Okay, see, the other two physicists names are not important. Okay, this is important because this has come into news because recently he has passed away. Okay, so Osamu Akasaki, he was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 2014 for the invention of efficient blue LED light. So he belongs to the country Japan. Whenever a country comes into news, we have to know 2 points. Tokyo is the capital city of Japan. And yen, this is the currency name of the country Japan. Okay, so there could be a question. Recently Osamu Akasaki has passed away. He was awarded with Nobel Prize in the year 2014 in which of the following fields? Could be a question in our exam. In which of the following years he got Nobel Prize? Okay, another question. There is a chance of raising this question as well. Okay, Osamu Akasaki has passed away recently. He belongs to which country? Okay, so what is he? Could also be a question. He is a physicist. Okay, so these are the points important from examination point of view with respect to this issue. Okay, now next one. See, Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan. See, there are many problems that India is facing now. One of the problems is nutrition. Okay, one of the problems is nutrition. So, India is facing several problems and one of the problems is nutrition. In order to deal with the malnutrition and nutrition problem, Government of India on 8th March 2018 launched a scheme that is called Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan. So the main objective of the scheme is to improve nutritional levels in children and also lactating women. Okay, so stunted women. Okay, so this was launched on 8th March 2018. So here Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan stands for, this is important, POSHAN. Poshan stands for Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nourishment. Prime Minister overarching scheme for holistic nourishment. So there could be a question in Poshan. What is S? What is H? What is N? And what is P? What is O? These types of questions are common. Okay, so 8th March 2018, this is the date on which this scheme was launched with the main objective of improving nutritional levels in children, lactating women, okay, and also in adults. So recently, actually, this scheme is implemented by Women and Child Development Ministry. Women and Child Development Ministry, also important point. There could be a question. Poshan Abhiyan is implemented by which ministry? Women and Child Development Ministry. So, Smriti Irani is the current Minister for Women and Child Development. Smriti Irani. So, why this Poshan Abhiyan has come into news recently is, recently Women and Child Development Ministry from the 16 to 31st March, 16 to 31st March, the ministry observed Poshan Pakhwada, which means Poshan fortnight, 15 days. Poshan fortnight, 15 days. So, in order to raise awareness on the nutrition, on the importance of nutrition, the Women and Child Development Ministry observed Poshan Pakhwada or fortnight from 16th March to 31st March 2021. This date is important. Okay, this date is important. See, here questions could be, which of the following ministries has observed Poshan Pakhwada recently? Could be a question. That is Women and Child Development Ministry. See, question will be like this also. Women and Child Development Ministry observed Poshan Pakhwada or fortnight from which date to which date? This could be a question in our exam. From March 16th to 31st, 2021. So, this is the date important from examination point of view. Okay. So, Poshan stands for Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nourishment. These are the important points to be kept in mind from examination point of view with respect to this issue. Now next one, see, World Health Organization is very famous because especially during the recent times because of COVID-19. This is World Health Body, World Health Organization. This was established on April 7th, 1948. April 7th, 1948. Headquartered at Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland. Geneva is in Switzerland. See, the current Director General of World Health Organization is Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. This is the name of the current Director General of World Health Organization. So there were several instances where the questions with respect to World Health Organization were raised. So WHO established on which date could be a question. Headquarters are located in which of the following cities could also be a question. In which country? There might be a possibility for raising this question as well. Director General, okay, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. See, World Health Organization, this is the World Health body, and the governing body in WHO is called World Health Assembly. World Health Assembly. So executive is part of World Health Assembly. So here April 7th every year is observed as World Health Day. World Health Day. Important point it is. Okay, World Health Day. So every year on April 7th World Health Day is observed. Okay, so whenever a day comes into news, we have to know theme. If there is a theme, all days may not have themes. Okay, so here World Health Day theme is building fairer and healthier world for everyone. Building a fairer, healthier world for everyone. So this is the theme of World Health Day 2021. World Health Day 2021. This is important. So World Health Day is on April 7th. 2020 theme is building fairer, healthier world for everyone. So this point is very important. You have to remember it. Okay. Now let's take up the next one. Global Wind Energy Council has come into news. See, Global Wind Energy Council is headquartered at Brussels, Belgium. Ben Backwell, he is the current chief of Global Wind Energy Council. Global Wind Energy Council. See, recently this organization, actually every year this organization releases Global Wind Energy Report. Global Wind Energy Report. So this year it is 2021. The edition of this report is 16th. Earlier 15 editions were released, and this is Global Wind Energy Report 2021, that is 60th edition has been released. See, with respect to India, what this report says is, earlier, see, renewable energy is always renewed. There will be no end for this energy. Okay, for example, solar energy. Okay, earlier India had set a target of reaching 175 gigawatts of installed renewable capacity by the year 2022. See, out of the total capacity 175 gigawatts, 100 gigawatts is solar energy. Okay, so 100 gigawatts installed capacity of solar energy by the year 2022. Okay, 60 gigawatts wind energy, and 10 gigawatts bioenergy. The rest of the 6 gigawatts small hydropower. So these are the sub targets. Out of the 175 gigawatts by the year 2022, we have to reach 100 gigawatts of installed capacity of solar energy, 60 gigawatts of wind energy, 10 gigawatts of bioenergy, 6 gigawatts of small hydro, Okay, this is not 6, this is 5. Okay, this is 5 megawatts of small hydro energy. So 175 gigawatts. Okay, so recently this council, World Wind Energy Council, in the World Wind Energy Report 2021 stated that India may not reach this target by the year 2020. It mentioned several reasons. The reasons are not important from examination point of view, but what we have to remember with respect to this issue is, where is Global Wind Energy Council headquarters? Who is the chief of this organization? Okay, what is the India's target to be reached by the year 2022? Okay, so renewable energy target, that is 175 gigawatts. Okay, so this is 5, not 6. Okay, 5 gigawatt small hydro energy. So these are the important points with respect to this issue. Okay, now prepare your own notes. Okay, now let's take up the next one. See, Principal Scientific Advisor to Prime Minister of India, K. Vijay Raghavan. K. Vijay Raghavan. Principal Scientific Advisor to Prime Minister of India. He advises Prime Minister on scientific issues. Okay, on science related issues. So his term ended on 2nd April 2021. His term ended on 2nd April 2021. What the government of India did is, government of India has extended his term by one more year. So his term will end now on 2nd April 2022. See, these are the issues important from examination point of view. Okay, now prepare your own notes. Okay, so all the important points you have to note. Okay, thank you for watching.